Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by Jack Shaw, who's fighting at UFC London. You're fighting a Geraldo de Freitas. You know, I've murdered that name, people. Accept that. I'm not Mexican or of Hispanic origin, so I'm never going to say it right. Looks like an El Paso type of dish. But Jack, you're back fighting again. Now, let's jump one moment, though. You've had a documentary recently out with John Gooden, where John got to the gym for the day.
Another one.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah, there's a Welsh there, not a beautiful day.
So the whole thing was just before the gym opened, the new facility. But let's just talk about the documentary. It must be nice for yourself seeing, like, you know, they get the guy John Gooden down, the exposure, and you get to show a bit of your town, a bit of your home area to people at home. What was that like having John round there?
Yeah, it was good. It was, like you said, it was a little bit different to what I'm used to. You know, the usual sort of vibe of, you know, when you have someone come to interview or film you. Then, like my last documentary is, you know, you've got a day full of training, so you show them all the training. You talk about your fight and stuff like that. Whereas this one, it was like a week or two after I fought. Training was a little bit more relaxed. Obviously, I was still recovering a little bit from the fight, and it was more of a just getting to know me. I think more on like a personal level, and rather than on the level of you know, rather than fighting being the main focus. And like you said, it was more about my town and where I grew up, my family, my girlfriend, my friends. Obviously going to support the boys at Cage Warriors, stuff like that. So it was great to have John down and the Raptors, obviously, Dan Hardy's crew. It was Dan who set it up, and Dan and James and the guys at the Raptors. So obviously it was great to have them about as well. They were with me all fight week. They're a great group of boys as well. And they're sort of cut from the same cloth as us, really. You know, it's they're easy to talk to, easy to get along with, and I think that's why it made for good viewing from what I can make of it, because obviously, you know, it was more of a chat, really. He was just with me all day. There was nothing scripted about it or staged. It was just like, look, just pretend the camera's in here and we're just going to have a chat, and they're going to put it all together. So I enjoyed it. It was something a little bit different, and it given another insight into what goes on in my everyday life, as well as training and fighting, obviously.
I'll put the link, ladies and gentlemen, up above. There'll be like a little icon. You can click the link to watch the documentary. Of course, watch it after this, but I'm just saying, you know, I'll put the link there. But watch it after this interview. Watch this interview first, of course. But I like the way John admits the pronunciation of the... and it was... So he was saying... I think John said Abertillery. He said it. He pronounced it that way, didn't he?
Oh. Yeah. Well, it was like... when the boys first started fighting on Cage Warriors, like years ago, when Marshall and Brett first gone in the UFC, they pronounced it Abertillery, didn't they, instead of Abertillery? So I had to correct them and be like, you don't pronounce it how they spell it, like you pronounce it how we would say it. So you're like, I know Bruce Buffer. I think you've got it nailed down now. But the first couple of goes, him and Joe Martinez, it was Abertillery, and that's how Pep beamed on you. I was like, fucking come on, say it right.
I won't lie, so I said it for ages as well. I say to people, yeah, they train down Wales, Abertillery, Tillili, yeah, something frilly, yeah, like that, yeah. And it was just one of them ones where little things like that were great on the documentary. And of course, you talked about property. How's the house coming along, and how's the trophy room looking?
Well, to be honest, it's been a little change of plan. I've bought an house now, rather than I'm just gonna. We're doing a couple of things. Me and my old man are a bit busy to actually go on building on the land we bought at the minute. So we're just gonna wait on that for a while. I bought an house literally probably 2 minutes round the corner from where I live with my old man now. So me and my girlfriend probably be moving it the after the fight now. It's too much stress and head work for me, John, all this shit before the fight. So I'm not much good with manual labour either. So I think if they want to get a bit of work out of me, they can wait till after the fight. But the trophy room is still going ahead, even in the new house. So I'll have to keep you updated on that the next one. I'll give a video tour when it's all done, and it's all looking good.
That's it, sounds superb. Well, I'll tell you what, I reckon your missus will take all the stress off you, and she'll happily be picking out the colour coordination, everything in the house.
Yeah, she can do all that. It's just the lumping and bumping. I know I'm going to have to, moving stuff about and putting stuff together, and I am much good at that anyway, so I'm going to have to pull a bit of backup in on that. But for the sake of me and my clumsiness, I think it's best we do it after the fight.
And I'm interviewing you today on a significant day, Jack. It's St. David's Day. If anyone who's Welsh will know, it's like the Irish version of St. Paddy's Day, or it's a day for being Welsh proud. That's hence why I'm wearing the Welsh rugby jersey. But Jack, to you, what does being Welsh mean?
Yeah, to be honest, it's like it goes without saying we're very patriotic, and we the Welsh. In anything we get behind our own, in any sport, I suppose football. I always harp on about football, rugby, boxing. Like last night, Jay Harris lost close points loss in the world title fight out in Texas, and he's a Swansea boy, Jay, and you could see the whole country and especially the whole of Swansea were behind him. So I think whatever the sport is, when you've got guys representing at the top level, the country gets behind them. So I'm proud to represent Wales and the people of Wales, and obviously I think they're proud to support me as well, and that goes without saying for every sport. And I think we all sort of, I say a community, obviously we're a big country, but I think the Welsh community sort of glues together and wants everyone to do well. There's no animosity, especially at the top level. Being Welsh just means obviously being patriotic and all rooting for each other. That's the way I look at it.
And one thing to kind of be proud about is this UFC London card where you've got 3 Welsh fighters on one card, on a UFC card. That's fantastic in itself. I think that's quite a big moment.
Yeah, obviously it'd have been nice to have the clean sweep and get Brett here as well. But 3 out of 4 went bad, especially on one card. I mean, obviously I think the UFC can see what the Welsh fans are like. They know they bring a good atmosphere, and it's always a good time when a Welsh guy's fighting on a card. So I think there's a method behind their madness there of putting 3 of us on the card. I think if Brett hadn't fought, obviously, such a short space of time ago, he'd probably be on there as well. So that Welsh card is not in. It's coming soon, I'm telling you. We just need a suitable arena now, and they can come see what we're really about. Obviously, you look at like the Welsh, the Scottish, the Irish, you see how much they get behind their own. Wales is on a par with that, if not on a higher level again. So fingers crossed in the coming years, especially a couple more boys coming through now. We get to bring the show down to Cardiff and show them what a real Welsh MMA show is about.
And honestly, I keep talking about it to friends as well. I'd love it to happen. Absolutely love to see a Welsh card go on, and especially the talent that's pushing out there. And you mentioned Brett Johns. He's part of your training camp, it looks like, or is he just popping down to train for bits and bobs? Because I've seen pictures with you guys training. What's going on with that? Yeah,
so I've just, me and Brett have been sparring and training together on and off a long time since I was 19 odd. He was the Titan and the Cage Warriors World Champion. I had 2 amateur fights, and he always welcomed me into his camp with open arms to help me out more than anything. We've obviously stayed close over the years, and I brought him in specifically for this camp as a sparring partner to help push me to the next level for my opponent coming up. And we two guys, both Welsh, never going to fight each other, both in the UFC. So by sparring with each other, we're only going to get better and make each other better. He's up more and more regular now, Brett. So he's pushing me pretty much every other day in camp. So to have him at the gym and just have him around the boys, to have another Welsh UFC, or not even Welsh, to have another UFC fighter on the mat is perfect for me sparring-wise, but for the young guns coming up as well, to see 3 of us there, slogging away on the same mats, doing the same sessions as them. It's a good buzz for everyone in the gym. So obviously, big shout out and big thanks to Brett for the pace and the work he's putting on me the last weeks. It's obviously going to bring me on no end, ready for my fight.
And the facility, I talked to Jack Marshman about it. He is hyping over and over about it. It looks superb. Everything under one roof. For you as a fighter now, how does that feel, just having all that? And obviously Carl has got the physio stuff going on as well, and I saw Shaky post a little thing about that as well. And how does it feel just having all that under one roof? Just a lot easier, I imagine, on yourself mentally.
Yeah, like it's this camp has been a dream just because I think I travel once or twice a week probably to do boxing with Gary. But other than that, I've got everything under one roof: my strength conditioning, my cardio, obviously all my MMA training, my Thai boxing, my physiotherapy. We've got a sauna, so I feel now like we're living a more similar sort of lifestyle now, a better lifestyle in the sense of we're living like sort of the pro athletes out in America. Then, like one thing I took from when I went to Jackson Wink is you see John Jones and Ollie Holm and Dodson and Diego Sanchez. They're in the gym all day. They come in for the morning session, and they don't really need to leave. Obviously, they've got 3-4 sessions a day. They haven't got to leave the gym. It's a full-time facility, and that's the luxury we got now. We can, some morning, like tomorrow now on a Monday, I'm there for 7:30 in the morning, and I'll leave 8 o'clock in the night. That's how our day is going now. So it truly feels like we're properly embedded in the camp now, rather than just switching on for that hour of training a couple of times a day. We're living and breathing everything in the gym, so it's perfect for me. It gets you in a better mental state. Some people don't like to have the pressure of the fight looming over them constantly, but it's something I enjoy. I enjoy the thought of being in the gym and constantly working towards our target. So the fact that my old man and Carl and everyone know that we've put together a team and a facility where we haven't got to leave, we can stay in the gym all day if we want to, is unbelievable. If you went back 5 years ago, you'd probably think you'd never see something like that in Wales. So I'm proud to put my name to it and to say it's a gym that I train at, and I'm sure all the boys from the gym would agree and say the same thing.
Yeah, I was saying to Jack Marsh, you'll see more people probably come along to want to use your facility as part of their training camp if they're not going to move there full time, because, like you say, it's all under one roof. And I imagine then, because like you said, you're there all day, the social side of it then must be grown as well, because you're all there spending time together. You not only just are you spitting ideas to each other for ideas for training, but just as a social aspect as well. I suppose it builds a bit more kind of connection with each other, so there's more kind of, I say telepathy, but you know each other even greater to that extent.
Yeah, like if I'm honest, we've all like our team is. I've always explained it to people as like it's a bit like a football or rugby team, then, where although you fight on your own, I get more nervous to watch and train. To watch the boys who I train with fight than I do for myself. We are like a big family up there. Everyone is hard and it's we give each other hell and we're pushing each other every day, but you do truly want to see the boys do just as well as yourself. And if one of the boys takes a loss, you feel like you took the loss with them, and vice versa. You're on just as a high then as one of the boys winning as you are for yourself. So the family aspect of it has always been there with the gym. But like you said, now we're there a lot. We're spending a lot more hours there now. It's like we got a lot more time to bounce off each other. We're seeing a lot more of each other, and it's just growing out that team and family bond even more than what it already was.
And I've got to mention, I sent you the message of it. Liam Gallagher in Milan with ones. Gosh, that was something special. And obviously your LP collection popped out in the video with John Gooden. Oh, how amazing is the video with Eric Cantona? Like, great. Eric Cantona and Liam, like, United legends. And then you got Man City fan Liam Gallagher. But being a Liam Gallagher, I was like, that's one of my favourite videos. Love it.
He's just on fire at the minute. Like me and a couple of boys, me and Oban and a few of the lads, we went to watch him in Cardiff back in November, and as a second time we've watched him, and it was unbelievable. It was a class night. So to be honest, I use music a lot. It's a big release for me in between sessions. It takes your mind off things. Yeah. But you won't beat Oasis and LG. Like we said last time, the sooner they have a reunion, the better. We haven't got to stop. We're sitting in anticipation. Find out before you rang me, they've just put Supersonic on Netflix today, haven't they? The documentary. So I've been watching that just before this call. Now I'll finish it off afterwards. So
hey, everyone's going to be watching that, mate. Everyone's going to watch it. Absolutely superb documentary.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it, get on in now and watch it. It'll change your life. I've just sent it to my missus' younger brother. Now he's training with us, and I just sent him a picture of it. Saying, make sure you watch this today, and let me know what you think of it. I'm going to try and get him into being a big Oasis fan as well, just to drive my missus more insane than what I was.
The good thing is you don't have to try hard, because you just go, here's a couple of tracks. Tell me, you just can't. Oh, they're just superb. And talking about, obviously, Eric Cantona, Man United, what a difference Bruno Fernandes is making in that midfield for United, eh? He's pulling strings, isn't he?
If I'm being honest, I can't really comment on football because I don't watch a great deal of it. My old man's more of a football fan, even more now so, though I think he just does a lot of things on Facebook to wind people up. Like,
it's brilliant, isn't he?
I think he probably watches one game a month, if that. So I used to be a bit of a football fan, but if you ask me who my team is, I say Man United, but I don't really watch it, if I'm honest. But I know they're having a bit of a shit season, but hopefully now they can turn it around a little bit before before it's too late.
Oh yeah, your dad with the post he puts on, it's great. He just sits there and goes, I'm just going to dangle that carrot, send.
Comes to wind people up, mate. That's his. That's
the
his thing. Whether it's football or in the gym or in the house, it's 24/7 with him. He just gets a buzz out to getting a bite off people. So I keep saying to people, the more you bite, the worse you're gonna have it. Like, you better off just not saying nothing.
Yeah, I love it. I love what your dad posted on Facebook. I just read comments. That's all I do. I just jump straight to comments and just think I'm going to have a bit of a giggle here and watch these comments fly down. And that's one of the things that people obviously will see from the documentary, the connection with your dad, and obviously the mural on the wall and stuff like that. It was beautiful. And that poster in the living room or the dining room, that's a fantastic oil painting. Absolutely superb stuff. And I think that's what people will get to see more with that documentary with you and the connection that everyone has there. And that's why you said you're happy staying there. You don't want to go to like the big cities. I'm the same. Not a big fan of the big cities. Not my cup of tea. Where I'm based is kind of like what you're saying with Wales. It's just you literally go outside and there's hills and there's greenery and it's just a small place and there's people around it, you know. And there's something about that, like you say, it's just puts your mind at ease a bit more, and mentally it's a great place to be in as well.
Yeah, I mean I think it's one of them. It's how you're brought up. Like, obviously, I've been brought up in the valleys, in a quiet little town up Leary. There's not a great deal to do, yeah, but that's sort of the lifestyle I like to live now. Is I don't like the big fuss and the big lights of the city. I like to just, you know, I'm quite laid back person. I like to do my training, you know, do my own thing, and then just chill out. Whereas I suppose if you're brought up in the city, you're a bit more used to the hectic, fast-paced lifestyle, which is, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's how you've been brought up, that's probably, you know, you speak to someone from London, they wouldn't like the thought of coming to Wales and being bored for a week, whereas I wouldn't, you know, the thought of, I go to London now in a couple of weeks to fight, I probably won't leave the hotel. I'll probably do my training, pop to the supermarket, and that'll be about as far as I go, apart from obviously leaving for the fight. So each to their own, but I'm a Valley boy through and through, and you'll struggle to get me out from here.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is something I'm going to say again. Hit the documentary that in the link before that I've posted. It's fantastic to watch with Jack. And look, man, I'm going to let you get going so you can watch the rest of Supersonic. And enjoy your day, mate. Enjoy the fight camp. That's the main thing. Before I let you go, let people know your social media, obviously sponsors, whoever's sponsoring you. And last but not least, give a shout out to the gym and people who've helped you out.
Yeah, Jack Show MMA on Twitter and Insta. Jack Tank Show on Facebook. Don't add my personal account because I haven't got no room for no more friends. So if you want to be Facebook linked, make sure you use my page. Obviously, big shout out to my coaches, my old man, Carl, Heem, Gary Lockett, Greg Carlo, all the boys at the gym, SMMA. If anyone's in Wales and they want to pop along to probably one of the UK's premiers MMA facilities and come check us out, we've got everything under one roof. That's not a bad plug, my old man. I'll be happy with that. And obviously, big thanks to all my family, friends, my mother, my sister, my girlfriend, Katie. And obviously, thanks to my sponsors as well. I've got too many to shout out individually. I don't want to forget and upset no one, but they're always all over my social media, my banner and everything like that. So jump on there, check them out, give them a follow, and support the brand because they support me.
Yeah, again, Jack, thanks for the time, mate. Fingers crossed Liam Gallagher checks these out and thinks I'm going to do the walkout for him and sing a tune one day. That'd be good.
I want to get on Twitter and let Liam Gallagher know that he's going to have to walk me out sooner rather than later. Then feel free to do that as well. The more noise we make to get him involved, the better.
Fantastic. Again, Jack, have a good one, mate, and I'll speak to you soon, buddy.
Cheers, John.